In 1980, a man named Tom Austin went to the Arizona Department of Public Safety regarding a little boy named Chris Gracious who was suffering from leukemia. This little boy had one wish, and that was to be a police officer, to catch the bad guys. Knowing that this little boy didn't have much time left, Mr. Austin knew he needed to act fast and find a way to make little Chris Gracious's wish come true.
7-year-old Chris Gracious of Phoenix was awarded the honorary rank of patrolman in late April. Chris is a leukemia patient. He's going to be confined to a hospital soon, but he's always wanted to be a highway patrolman.
On April 29, 1980, with the help of many public safety officers, that little 7-year-old boy's wish to be a police officer was fulfilled, just 4 days before he passed away on May 3, 1980.
Got on the phone and called Ronnie Cox. He says, "Ronnie, it's time." And Ronnie got on the phone, started calling some of his people, and a helicopter ride was arranged in a real Ranger helicopter. It was a wonderful, wonderful day, and that was April 29th, 1980.
After Chris's passing, word spread of what these officers did for this little boy and how strangers were affected by this extreme act of kindness. It was at this time officers, friends, and family gathered and marked the beginning of Make-A-Wish.
Tom and Ron and I stood in the middle of GPS parking lot after Christopher's first day on the 29th, and Tommy says, "We're gonna do this again." It just took people caring to help make this little wish come true. It just started like a snowball going down the hill, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Everybody wanted in on it.
I was able to visit the Make-A-Wish corporate office in July of 2019. Outside their headquarters stands a statue of Chris Gracious, and inside they have a display case with his police Smokey Bear hat and uniform he was presented with for his wish. In spring of 1982, the television show NBC Magazine sent a reporter to do a story on this small children's wish-granting charity. As millions of viewers across the country saw this piece air, it had an amazing effect.
They just wanted to do something to make this little boy happy, and I think that is so wonderful. Because that's what Make-A-Wish is. It gave me strength, hope, and joy because there was people that cared. There were people that came into my life that said, "Hey, everything's gonna be all right. It will be okay."
Under the leadership of Jack Stanford, in May 1983, the National Make-A-Wish Foundation was incorporated. Today, the organization has 60 chapters located throughout the U.S. and operated in 45 other countries around the world, through 38 other affiliated offices. April 29, 2020 marked the 40th anniversary of Make-A-Wish. In those 40 years, more than 500,000 life-changing wishes have been granted to children with life-threatening illnesses. On average, a wish is granted every 33 minutes in the U.S. The Wisconsin Make-A-Wish chapter was founded in 1984 and to date has granted more than 7,000 children throughout the state with life-changing wishes.
To be able to impact lives so greatly with hope and joy and bringing magic, that's what drives me.
More than 500 Wisconsin children per year are diagnosed with critical illnesses that qualify them for a wish.
In Wisconsin, we've been open since 1984, and we have now granted over 7,000 wishes for children who are battling critical illnesses. A wish makes a significant impact on a child by giving that child hope, strength, and joy in the midst of really challenging times. A wish helps deter a child and family's focus from all of the hospital visits and all the treatments and all the struggles that they've got, and it gives them something really wonderful to focus on, something really happy and joyful, and it's something that's designed just for that child and for their family.
Today, Make-A-Wish is the largest wish-granting organization in the world. Each year, over 32,000 volunteers generously give their time, talents, and energy to fulfill the Make-A-Wish mission of making every eligible child's wish come true. Typically, a child's wish will fall into one of 5 categories: to be, to meet, to have, to go, to give.
I want to give back, I want to give back to children who don't.
When he came out and told everybody what his wish was, it just blew me away. To take his wish and give it back to the community so he could enable others. He kind of united everybody. I don't think he's ever felt like he felt that day. That day he was a superstar and he was helping the community, and it's still going. and still going. It was more than just that one day, you know.
A wish can touch more than just the child. Families, friends, medical professionals, and even the community can be touched through the wish of a child. A wish sends the message of strength, hope, and joy to a child as well as their family when they most need it. How did your wish impact you, and how did it make you feel when you got here?
I was really happy that I got to go somewhere. The plane, it was different. But when I got there, I was so happy. It was exciting. There was just all sorts of things to do, so I was very excited, happy.
How did your wish impact you and make you feel?
Well, before, I don't really know about the impacting part, but I know it made me feel really happy to get to go there again and see, oh, I can do this too. It's not just some people. And it's not because I want it, basically, because I needed it. And it made me really realize how I'm different, but it's still okay.
The power of a wish can reignite the flames of life, creating optimism for both the child and their family.
I think Make-A-Wish in general gives you hope, because while you're there, there's no medical while you're there. So you kind of feel relieved, and you don't have to think about it, and you can do anything and everything that the other kids are doing, and we don't have to focus on doctor's appointments and so forth. So I feel like it kind of gave them hope that there is a life without medical, and just because they have medical doesn't mean that is their entire life. So I think it gave them hope that there is a different type of life and not just the tests. I also think because Make-A-Wish builds you up as a person and makes you feel so special and so unique, that I think that makes them realize how unique and special they are, allowing them to grow that way and treat other people with more respect and realize that everybody is unique. So I think it helps in a lot of different ways shape them for who they are. And it shaped my husband and I. So it really changes who you are and makes you want to be a better person.
A wish come true for a child suffering from a life-threatening illness, living their life in a hospital with medical challenges, helps the child and family feel stronger, more energetic, more willing, and able to battle their medical conditions. For many, it marks the turning point in the fight against their illnesses. My name is Logan Knightman, and I want to tell you what Make-A-Wish means to me. A wish may be picked and granted for a child, but a wish goes beyond just the child. It impacts the family as a whole. I got my wish in April of 2011. Up until then, I was spending most of my time in and out of the hospital, going through countless pokes, tests, surgeries, etc. My mom never left my side. My 3 brothers, in a sense, lost their mom. My dad was also at home with my brothers, so I, in a sense, lost him as well. Make-A-Wish brought us all back together. It gave us a week just to focus on each other and me to be able to be a kid again. I went to Disney World for my wish, and I stayed at Give Kids the World. Every day we'd come back from the Disney parks, and they'd bring not only a present for me in our villa, but they'd also bring a present for my brothers. Make-A-Wish always included the entire family. My illness doesn't just affect me, it affects my whole entire family, and Make-A-Wish sees that. Make-A-Wish stepped in the exact moment we needed it in our darkest hour and reignited us as a family. Make-A-Wish gave me the strength to continue fighting, the hope that there is a brighter tomorrow, and joy in bringing my family back together again. Every wish is a memorable experience for everyone involved, from the wish child to their family, and to those who participate in the granting as well as the wish itself. Make-A-Wish follows a process of creating the most memorable experience a child could ever wish for in the most critical time of a child's life. Make-A-Wish summed up in 3 words: hope, strength, joy.
Thank you, Make-A-Wish, for impacting our lives.
Thank you, Make-A-Wish.